G'day St Nics. I am really excited about 2022 and all that God will do in and through our church over the year ahead. One of the areas on which we are focusing in 2022 is our desire to see more families at church, more young people and more people from demographics that we don't currently have at our church. And one of the key ways that we're trying to make that happen is through our afternoon gathering. Traditionally we've met at 5 p.m. and we've had a different sermon and a kind of a smaller gathering. But we're going to make a few changes to that gathering in 2022. Firstly, we're going to change the time. We're going to move it to 4:30 p.m. Hopefully that is late enough in the day for people to get back from a weekend away or come back from their Sunday morning commitments, but early enough so that families can prepare for the school week ahead. Secondly, we're going to be repeating the talk or the sermon from the Sunday morning service. So if perhaps Sunday mornings doesn't really work for you, you might consider thinking about switching to Sunday afternoons. We're going to be having a different style of music at our Sunday afternoon gatherings. We're going to be having some contemporary tunes, initially via some video music, but hopefully as God gives us people to serve, bands and the like. We're also going to be having a real focus on doing life together. And what that will look like is that we're going to be interviewing people from the front, finding out how God is at work in each other's lives, and having a really good time to eat, to spend time together and to pray together in our gatherings. My prayer is that it will really equip and build up God's people who are already at our church, but it would also open the door to people that perhaps don't know Jesus yet or have been disillusioned with church. So I want to ask you, if you want to be involved in that, to come along to a barbecue tomorrow evening at 4 p.m. for a 4:30 sizzle, and we're going to be hearing a bit more about that, praying for it and signing up to serve in our afternoon gatherings. The second thing I want to say is that you will know that COVID has arrived in Rockingham, and there have been several positive cases in our suburb and the suburbs around us. And I just wanted to say that we care about that, and we really want to be caring for each other as a church. And we haven't had COVID in our state or in our church for 2 years now, and so we have perhaps got a bit complacent. We haven't had to worry about things, but I really want to make a few suggestions in the email below to help us love and care for each other. I'll be speaking a bit more tomorrow on those things, and a chance to discuss and a chance to kick those things around. Finally, I want to invite you to serve on God's mission at St Nic's Rockingham. We have a great opportunity to further the mission of God and to partner in His work here and beyond our city boundaries. And I would love you to consider serving at church. Of course, there are different ways in which we serve in all of life, but to serve at church is a great way of serving the living God. There is a bunch of things on the form on the link below, but there are also many gifts and abilities and passions that God has given us that go beyond that form. So there is a spot on that form to write in what you're passionate about, write in to tell me how you would love to serve God and how you would love to further the mission of Jesus in Rockingham. Love you to do that. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to be looking at 2 Chronicles and a great prayer of Jehoshaphat, something that I think is going to fuel us and give us hope for this season ahead. So join me at 9 o'clock, and I hope you'll be there, and I hope you'll be praying for it. Cheers.